So I'm trying to figure out, how does her not returning your keys result in you choking her or being abusive towards her?
He choked his own sister over a television set he stole from her. But when Dylan Conchos walked into this courtroom, he didn't just bring a bad excuse. He brought one of the most bizarre legal arguments Judge Boyd has ever heard. His lawyer is about to argue that because of abortion laws, this defendant shouldn't get the family violence label. Yes, you heard that right. Watch how fast Judge Boyd shuts down the entitlement and exposes the ugly truth hiding in the police report.
And are you Dylan Conchos?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of assault, family choking, or strangulation? That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes.
Let's look at the stakes. Assault family choking is a specific enhancement in the law. It bumps a misdemeanor up to a felony. The court treats choking differently because statistically it is a precursor to homicide.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, the state is recommending deferred adjudication, and there's to be no contact with Elva Conchos. And did you understand, if the court finds that there is an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition?
Yes.
And did you understand, if the court were to find an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to be designated as primary custodial parent?
Yes.
Did you understand that to be the entirety of your plea? Defense, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor, except for if I may address the court on the issue of affirmative finding.
All right, we can address that once we come to sentencing.
Understood.
Is that the plea? Outside the agreement, the state is requesting 3 years deferred adjudication, a TAP evaluation, affirmative finding of family violence, and anger management. Did you understand those were recommendations by the state, and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State, any evidence?
No objection, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. My client is 24 years old. He and his fiance are expecting a child. And that is the reason that we're asking the judge not to impose the affirmative finding of family violence.
Here's the play. The lawyer is begging the judge to remove the family violence label. He wants his client to plead guilty, but keep his record clean enough to own a gun or win a custody battle later. He wants the probation without the consequences.
Because of the second issue that you stated on the record, as far as children are concerned, as far as his ability to have his own children, with the, in my opinion, horrendous abortion laws in effect, anything could happen. And it would be very, very bad if he were not able to take care of his own children.
Did you catch that? The lawyer just argued that because abortion laws are strict and his client is expecting a baby right now, we shouldn't mark him as a violent offender. The entitlement is off the charts.
No, he can take care of his own children, but with the affirmative finding of family violence, if there's a custody issue, all things being equal, he's not going to be designated as primary custodial parent.
And that's the
Now, of
reason why.
course,
I'm sorry, Judge.
oh, that's okay. Now, of course, if all things not being equal, if the other parent is a danger to the child, I'm sure that the court will not place a child with someone, hopefully, not place the child with someone they deem to be a danger to the child.
It is that word, hopefully, Judge, that we are asking the court not to impose that particular option, to eliminate any type of danger in the future, him not being able to be with his own children, and take care of them responsibly.
Okay, no, I mean, he can still be with his own children. They'll make you a possessory, all things being equal, and this is me giving you hypotheticals because I have no idea what the civil courts would do, but it doesn't say that if you have an affirmative finding of family violence, that they will terminate your parental rights. I mean, so I'm sure the law is clear that you will, all things being equal, and you yourself are not a danger, you'll have visitation. It won't stop you from paying child support. But why did you pawn your sister's television? Because in the police report, it says she was moving out. She came to pick up some more things. You wanted the house key back from her, and she said, I'll give you the house key back when you give me my television back. And she said in the police report, she knew you couldn't give her television set back because you had pawned it. So why did you pawn her television set?
I needed the money for rent. Cause she moved out 2 months prior from that. And she was no longer in the lease.
All right, that's sort of a theft. Where are your parents in all of this?
My mom, I don't know where she was. I don't know my father.
No, I mean in general, because it would appear to me that that's your sister. I don't understand. You're an adult, she's an adult, and you start choking your sister. So I'm trying to figure out, how does her not returning your keys result in you choking her or being abusive towards her? I'm just trying to figure out your mindset so I can know what conditions to set for you, because I don't understand.
Oh.
Like why you would get violent with your sister.
May I respond, Your Honor?
No, I want him to respond. I mean, he was there. I wasn't. I'm just trying to figure out your thought process so I can put appropriate conditions. So why are you putting your hands on your sister in anger? It says that you pushed her against the wall. And then,
That was after she tried stopping me from walking away.
that's not what's in the police report.
I understand that.
All right.
But okay,
No, I'm just trying to figure out in the police report.
yes.
So let's see if we can start, because I found that the truth sometimes is somewhere in the middle. So in the police report, it says she comes over to the house to collect her remaining items.
Yes, and they were there. We didn't.
All right, so she's coming, she collects her remaining items, and you tell her you want the house key back. She tells you, I'll give you the house key back when you give me my television set back. She admits in the report, she knew that you couldn't give her her television back because you had already pawned it. So she has your house keys, and you're telling me that you were walking away. You were just going to let her go with the house keys. Is that what you're telling me? Because in the police report, it says you pushed her against the wall because you were trying to get the house keys that she wouldn't give to you because you would not give her back her TV set. So how does her having house keys turn into you pushing her on the bed and choking her? And I'm not trying to trip you up or trick you.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm just trying to understand your thought processes.
Yes.
Because usually,
I just wanted the key because she didn't belong there.
and it never occurred to you to just let her have the key and then just change the locks.
Well, we did that because she had spare keys and we didn't know she had spare keys.
Then you wouldn't need the key back if you had already changed the locks.
Well, we didn't change the locks till after the incident. So
All right. So is this the first time you and your sister have had an altercation where it's turned physical?
yes.
Hmm?
Yes.
All right. State, have you talked with the complainant?
Yes, Your Honor. Her primary concern is just, she wants him to have kind of an evaluation, which is why we've included the tab. And she just wants to be left alone.
All right.
And she said that she would leave anything else up to the court in terms of how long for any sort of punishment.
All right. Well, counsel, here's my issue. I follow the law.
Understood, Judge.
And the law is that this is an affirmative finding of family violence. It's not, I can't, unless somebody wants me to bring some case law to me that says if there's violence that occurs and it's between family members of people who have or had a dating relationship or married, and I have the discretion to say, I'm not going to do an affirmative finding of family violence, then I'll consider that. But my understanding of the law is either it's an affirmative finding of family violence or it's not. If it's not, then this division should not be prosecuting the case. It should be on the criminal trial division side.
On the other hand, it is not a conviction either, Judge.
I understand. Anybody have some case law?
I believe you could, and I would have to double check my case. I believe you could hold it in abeyance, but that I've had arguments with other defense attorneys before. They like to tell me that it can be held in abeyance, but I would have to do the research on that, Your
Well,
Honor.
I don't believe it does. If I'm incorrect, let me know. And if I'm incorrect, counsel, you can always come back and I'll reconsider that.
Understood, Judge.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. And I'm assuming he has no criminal history.
Correct.
Court is going to sentence you to 2 years deferred adjudication. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with Elva Conchos. Are you currently employed, sir?
Yes.
What do you do?
I'm a via operator, bus operator.
All right, proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home healthcare provider or with minors. Anger management. Have you had any drug issues?
No, ma'am.
All right. If you were tested today, what would the results be?
Negative.
All right. We'll do regular random UAs, and I'm going to want a UA today, no later than 3 p.m. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. There's going to be 100 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once he completes the parenting classes, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied.
Thank you, Judge.
Field visits, 1 time per month for 3 months. And we can do a TAP evaluation out of custody.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. And there also be a MIC evaluation out of custody.
For my client's benefit to make evaluation.
It's a mental health evaluation.
Thank you, Judge.
Probation, is there anything else he needs? Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. In this court, to be successful on probation, communication is key. If you have any issues, just let probation know. If you feel as though they're not addressing your issues, you can always come back to court, okay?
That's fine.
All right, good luck to you.
The defense tried everything. They blamed the sister. They blamed the confusion over keys. They even tried to use political laws to gain sympathy, but Judge Boyd stuck to the facts. The verdict? 2 years of deferred adjudication, anger management, parenting classes, and most importantly, an affirmative finding of family violence. That label stays on him. It means no guns, and it warns any future court that this man has a history of domestic abuse. Now I want to hear from you. The defense argued that because of strict laws, this man should be allowed to keep his record clean to raise his future child. Judge Boyd said absolutely not. Violence is violence. Who do you agree with? Did the judge protect that future child, or was the sentence too harsh for a first-time offender? Let me know in the comments below.